Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. What we'll be doing in today's video is attempting to remove the horrible interior smell that plagues my G500. More specifically, the smell that comes from the AC once I turn it on, especially when the car hasn't been run in a few days. But before that, let's roll the intro. My G500 is plagued by a very nasty AC smell, which is exceptionally prominent after the vehicle has been sitting for a while and I go to drive it the next day. For example, when I turn the AC on, the smell coming from the vents is just terrifying. Sometimes it's so bad that I actually start the vehicle without sitting in it. I just start it, turn the AC on and stay outside waiting for the smell to dissipate. It's so bad. It's inexplicably bad. So what we'll be doing today is attempting to remedy this. So how are we gonna do it? I'll show you right now. So the way I intend to tackle the issue that I currently have is by doing two things. So firstly is to replace the cabin air filter. So right here I have a Redex part. This is a relatively cheap cabin air filter. There are more expensive versions of this with some other linings of the material inside, the trap odors, stuff like that. This is just a basic one, but I really think this is going to do wonders anyways. And I also have an AC detergent. This is, like you can see from the picture, it's meant for internal units, so internal AC inverter units, but it's actually supposed to work on pretty much any AC, and in this case vehicle's AC. So while what you're about to see is somewhat Mercedes G-Wagon specific, because I'll be doing the work on this G-Wagon, whatever you see, it's also applicable to any other vehicle that you may have, regardless of whether it's a Mercedes or something else. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing that you need to do is locate where your cabin air filter is. On some vehicles it's underneath the glove box, underneath the dash. Some even have several of them, one on the driver's side, one on the passenger side. On the G500 it's very simple, it's only one and it's located under the hood. So let's pop the hood by pulling on the lever and let's get to it. Let's remove these things out of the way. Alrighty, so where is the cabin air filter located? It's right here. This giant box houses the very smallish filter, which is right here. It sits underneath this grill. It has 4 Phillips head screws that we need to remove in order to access it. So let me put you on a spot where you can see, and let's get to work. To do this job, I've got a small stubby Phillips head screwdriver, because a longer screwdriver is not going to be able to fit here due to the clearance. That's why I got this. One thing to note, these small screws, they're not magnetic, so try not to drop them inside the engine bay. Take them out carefully, put them on a magnetic tray or something else that has a very big lip so that they don't fall out. With the screws removed, here is the little piece that comes out, and now we can access the filter. It has a plastic grab piece. You can just grab it, pull it up, and then carefully slide it out of the way. And this is how it looks. As you can see, it's filled to the brim with nastiness. and I can already tell you it smells quite bad. So now, with the filter out, we just need to pop it out from the plastic housing, being very careful not to damage the housing or the filter itself, and dropping all of the nastiness inside of the engine bay. Here it is. This is the old filter. Now let's take the new filter out and put it to this little plastic frame. So this is the new filter. It comes nicely packed. Let's see how we can open this. Alright, so some of these filters, yeah, you can see here, it clearly states airflow, so the air needs to go to this side and out of the back. So considering that we took the plastic bezel like this out, it needs to be assembled this way. So let's pop that in. With the new filter installed to the plastic piece, before we put this thing back in its place, what we need to do is get our AC detergent, so the cleaner that I showed you before, and spray directly into the intake fan, which is right there for the climate controls. So let me give you a closer look at that. There is the fan right there, you can clearly see it. So that's where we'll need to apply our cleaner to. So some cleaners will come with a extension, like a little tube that can be forced in tire places. The one that I have didn't come with that, so it will be a little bit more tricky, but I think we'll still manage to do it. Another thing to note is, while you have everything disassembled, it might not be a bad idea to check inside. They put a light in there, see if there's any other garbage that has accumulated inside of this box throughout the years, and clean that as well. So I will do that right now, and we'll see how we'll proceed from there. I have liberally applied the cleaning solution right where the fan is. You need to be doing this while the engine is running, with the AC on, as well as the fans on full blast. So now it's on low, fans at full blast, and I can actually smell the nice pleasant smell now that's coming from the vents. You need to leave this like this for about 5 to 10 minutes. Read the instructions on the particular product that you're using. This is what's required for the cleaning solution that I've purchased. Like I said, read the manual of yours just so that there are no mistakes. But for now, I'll leave the car running. It has only been a couple of minutes. I'll leave it a little bit more. If the smell continues after that, I will spray it again. This is what's recommended by the manufacturer of the cleaner. It says if the smell returns, apply one more time. So this is what I'm gonna do, and I'll catch you guys back when it's time to put everything back together. With the system cleaned up, it's time to put everything back together, starting with the air filter. So here you can clearly see as well marked airflow. So this is the orientation that the filter needs to be in order to go inside properly. It's just a matter of sliding it into place, just like this, as you can see. And now we'll need to take the little cover and put that back. We need to put in the 4 screws, and that's pretty much it. Let's do this real quick and see the end result. This is pretty much it. Thank you for watching, guys. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Give a thumbs up to the video if you found it helpful. And as always, if you have any questions, please post those in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer all of them to the best of my ability. Thank you for watching, guys. See you in the next one.